What up, you guys? It is Punksnugglybear, and we are back with some Super Buster Bros for the Super Nintendo. So, if you are not familiar with this game or collection of games, it's actually a arcade cabinet port off the original game called Pang. The Super Nintendo version, aka, is called Super Pang, but that's the Japanese version. Translated into the English version is Super Buster Bros. Fairly simple concept. You are the little boy in blue at the bottom. You have your little racket gun. I would say harpoon gun, where you shoot up and you break apart the big balls into smaller balls until all of the balls are cleaned off the screen. This game is one of my favorites of all time because it reminds me of my community college. The community college I went to had an actual arcade cabinet there, so it had the joystick and the buttons, and you'd have to use it to control moving around left and right. As you can also see that some of the bigger balls, when they split, will drop power-ups. So as you can see there's this one, which is the space gun, which is really cool. I actually picked up a shield, which is the little blue dot. I was firing off a double, and then here's my least favorite attachment of all time. It is the one where it will shoot straight up and stick into the top of the ceiling. It's good if you want to like block yourself in and everything. It is bad if you are caught with a lot and you need to spam as much as possible to get yourself out of a very sticky situation. Each of the level groups is designed off of a place in the world. So you start off in Asia, then you will move to Europe, and then finally the Americas at the end. There is no particular strategy. You'll see, for me, it's a lot of RNG based, what power-ups drop. If I get a good power-up, like the double, I'll be happy. If I get a crappy power-up like the stick in the ceiling shot, I will not be too happy. The TNT also will make all of the big balls turn into the small little ones. So it would go from this huge one down into break into the super small. So definitely have to be careful if you do get one of those, just because you don't want to ever trap yourself into a corner or not be ready for how many smalls can actually fill the screen at once. I love the shooter gun, the proton gun as I like to call it, because it allows you to shoot up in 4 different directions, does multiple hits, and it's really nice, so it breaks them up and pops them down. Also, you will notice that there will be little characters that come up on the screen every so often. These characters will help break up the balls into smaller pieces. They will also stun you if you hit them, so you cannot fire for the time being. They won't kill you, which is nice because it's cool because it allows you to be like, okay, you have to be careful of watching them, but they can also help clear the screen faster. You can shoot them and knock them out, and they will pass away, not a problem. So as you see, each level design's a little bit different. Some of them have balls hidden behind, some have them free willy. They just all depends. Most of the time, my strategy is to stick to one corner and try to, or move left to right, away from the ball so that I can break them up without them hitting me and create a safeguard. So as you see there, like, I shoot up and then I move to the left to sort of provide that barrier of walking away. You'll see me take quite a few deaths. I'm not good at this game by any means. I do panic, and there is a little bit of, I believe, RNG dependence on what spawns versus what doesn't. Those little guys right there, those guys can kill you, I believe. But they can also help you. As you can see, the alligator coming on screen, you can double tap him and get him off the screen, but he will also munch on the extra balls as well to take care of them. And as you can see, you die by getting hit by one of the small balls at the bottom. So most of the time I try to focus on creating a nice little area so that I can take them out without having to worry too much. Picking up the fruit in this game is just like a score. It doesn't really do anything for your system. You don't get like any extra power-ups. As I recall, I don't. Maybe further on I'll come across it and be like, oh, this was actually really helpful. But most of my time, my strategy is to have the double and use the double with the shield to get away. And you see there, if you kill one of these guys, you throw them away and they will bounce off into an area and explode. That explosion will cause damage to the area around it, so that it does an area of effect. And as you see right now, my time is running out. I have 16 seconds to get these 3 little walls left. I have 10 seconds. I have to climb this ladder and hopefully get these 4. If not, this is going to be a sad day. And got them all with 3 seconds to spare. That's another way to up your score, is by being faster in levels. There is levels that will reward you higher amount of points for how fast you beat it. So sometimes you'll see it at the very end of the calculator being like 500 times. Right there, did a little panic dodge because I thought I was going to get hit by the one I was trying to clear. See, as you can see there, my time bonus was 200 times 43. And then we get some cool level designs where you start on top of boxes and then go down. Here's the effect of using one of the bombs to blow up. As you saw, they all shattered into the mini pieces. Sort of trapped myself there trying to get underneath that one. I do panic a lot in this game, so there will be moments where I'm just going to shut up and just be like, oh god, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Because it's like, yeah, like that tight corner there, and when you got like 6 of them coming at you, you're just like, alright, just move left and right, move left and right. Fire guy being a little bit of a helpful person helping me out there. Let's see if I can get... So, there is what I like to call a speedrunning strat here, is that sometimes that ball doesn't register a hit. Sometimes it does. I'm not going to try to go for it again, because usually after the first 2 times it's just wasting lives at that point. Also, when I think of Fire Guy, I think of The Office with Ryan and Kevin, because of the episode Ryan started the fire. You know, it's great show. Recommend watching it several thousand times on Netflix and never watching anything else, because that's how we do it, right? I also like the little stop clock. It allows you to freeze time and then just shoot at any of the balls that are coming at you. Right here was a little tense situation because I almost fell right in between everything. This shot right here is pretty good for this level, because when you get down below, you'll be able to protect yourself either one way or another. Now it gets dangerous because I unlocked the mini bomb, but with the 2 crocodiles on my side, it was easy to pass them. And that is beating Asia. So I'll wrap it up there. I thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one.